So in today's video, we're going to be trying out the famous tie-dye sublimation method, which looks pretty much like this. So if you want to see how I did it, just keep watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Leslie. My channel is all about crafting on a budget. I do Cricut and sublimation videos. So if any of those things interest you, please consider subscribing, joining my YouTube family, and don't forget to comment down below, interact with me. I love to interact with you guys. We're on our way to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And let's just get into the video, guys. Okay, so we're going to be using the Cricut infusible ink shirt. You can get this at Michael's, Joann's, Cricut website, and we're going to be lint rolling it. Always make sure you lint roll because you don't want the lint to turn blue. Lint roll every part of it. So now we're going to be moving on to our heat press. I'm going to put a butcher paper on the bottom to protect my heat press pad from getting sublimation ink on it. I'm going to put my shirt, and you can really scrunch it up however you want. I tried different ways just to see how I wanted it to be, but it's totally up to you. You can experiment and see which way you would like to scrunch it up. Each way it's going to look a little different. So once you have it the way you want it, we're going to be adding our design on top of it, and we're going to be using our heat tape to secure it onto our shirt. And I just try to make sure that every part of the paper was covered by the shirt because I didn't really want the ink to go down to the butcher paper. I didn't want to have to waste my butcher paper. You can find the heat tape link down below in the description. We're going to put our butcher paper on top, and then we're going to press at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And always make sure to use your heat gloves when touching it because it is going to be very hot. And then once you take the paper off, you can open it up to see how it looks. This is how much ink release I had. Oh, it's so cool. I love how it turned out. So you can see if you want to add some more pieces somewhere. So I'm just adding some butcher paper in the middle so that when I put the design, because I'm going to do words on the middle section of it so that it won't go through. I'm going to put my design in the middle, but I recommend to actually do this step last, but this was my first time doing it, so I did it next. But I honestly think you should do it last. So I'm just going to put my design in the middle, and I'm going to tape it down to secure it with my heat tape. And then I'm going to press at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And once it is done, we're going to lift it up, take off our butcher paper. We're going to throw that away because now it has ink on it. And then we're going to put on our heat gloves again and just take off the sublimation paper and see how well it's sublimated, which it looks perfect. So because I wasn't satisfied, I wanted there to not be as many white spots on it. So I ended up cutting a few pieces of another piece of paper to kind of just add to certain spots that I wanted it to have sublimation ink on. So that's what I'm doing right here. And I was just cutting random pieces. I wasn't doing anything intentionally. And I'm going to secure those pieces with heat tape so that they don't move and cause ghosting. And once I am done taping them all down, I am going to press it at, again, 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And make sure you put a butcher paper that covers the whole shirt because you have all that sublimation ink and you don't want that to get onto your heat press. And I decided that I wanted the sleeves to have some more colors. I'm just cutting a piece. I scrunched it up and I'm going to tape it down and press again at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And again, always use butcher paper to cover the whole thing because you don't want that ink that's already on the shirt to go onto your heat press. So once I am done, I did the other sleeve, and now I'm gonna take out the butcher paper from the middle and I'm gonna scrunch it up. I would recommend doing this before you do the middle design in the front. And I would actually recommend like scrunching it up, taping one side, flipping it over, and taping the other side with the design. That way you just do it all at once and you don't have to worry about ghosting on the opposite side of the t-shirt, if that makes sense. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys tried this. How did yours turn out? I would love to see them. Tag me on Instagram, DM me with a picture of how yours turned out. So I really love how it turned out. It is gorgeous. I love the colors. I especially love how the back looks. It is gorgeous. So here are my tips for if you try this. The main design that you're going to put in the middle, you should do this last. Because if you do the front and then you move on to the back and you scrunch it up, that design is going to then spread, which you can kind of see right here. There's like little gray marks from the black ink right there too, which I don't entirely mind because it kind of just looks like it's part of the tie-dye thing. But also you can see a little bit in the black, there's like lines in it. So that would be my tip, would be to do that part last so that it's not messing anything up. When you do it, you can cut. If you're not satisfied with how much dye is everywhere, you can cut small strips and add it to where you want to. But yes, other than that, I love how it turned out. It's very addicting. I already want to make another one, so I think I'm going to make a small one that matches this one for my daughter. So I'll probably make a video on that in case you want to see it again. But it's really fun. Let me know down below if you guys try it out. You're gonna be addicted, I swear you are. And it's so simple to do and so fun. I would suggest using like vibrant colors. I don't know, I really like the vibrant colors and how they turned out. I'm sure you can use more muted colors as well, but it's really cool. So fast to do, way faster than like regular tie-dye. And yes, let me know if you guys do it down below. If you're ever wondering what products I use when I do sublimation, they're always linked down below in the description, so you can check those out. Stay tuned for more videos this month. I've been taking a little bit of a break from YouTube. It is hot here in Chicago. It's been in the 90s, and where we're currently living, I cannot have my heat press on when the AC is on because it'll blow a fuse, and then I film in the closet, so it's a small space. It's really hot in here, and it just makes it really hard to film. So thank you guys for still being patient and staying subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. I will be back with more videos, I promise.